back to Sean first of all for our first tip of the week. What's your first tip of the week, Sean?
Well, I know a lot of people know this already, but I know a few people I was speaking in the past weren't aware of this. It's just basically a feature that will copy to the clipboard the last thing that VoiceOver has said. So the last element you've swiped to and whatever's read last, if we take 3 fingers and tap 4 times, that's copied to the clipboard. And then the next time we navigate to an edit box and we turn the rotor to edit, we can swipe up to paste and double tap and it will paste that bit of information from the clipboard into that edit field. Excellent. And the only caveat with that is some people will have Zoom turned on as well as VoiceOver, and because Zoom shares a lot of the same shortcuts, if Zoom is turned on, you'd have to tap 3 fingers 5 times. So it won't affect everyone, but it definitely affects us in demonstrations because we'd often have both features turned on at the same time. So it's normally 3 fingers 4 times to copy the last thing that's said by VoiceOver to the clipboard.
That's a great tip. Okay, thanks, Sean. Very good. And I believe, Daniel, you have a bit of news for us as well. It's not quite the same sort of quick tip as such, but a bit of interesting news as well.
Yeah, interesting news. Just I suppose while the guys were talking earlier about the new iOS 14 and new Android 11 coming on stream, that Microsoft have released their second half of 2020, their update. And there was rumours going around that the control panel had got the axe, but not quite. It's the system information panel that's in the control panel has now got the axe. I guess it's started, I suppose, way back in Windows 8. Microsoft have been gradually chipping away at the traditional control panel that we were probably all familiar with since going back to Windows 95. So it is gradually being chipped away, but there was a rumour going around the web that control panel had totally got the axe. It hasn't, but I suppose it's a sign of things to come in that regard. Now, Windows 10 H2, they're calling it. They've changed it. They used to go with 4-digit number based on the year and the month that the Windows 10 update came in. Now they're just switching that over. They're going to have, you'll have 2.0 obviously for 2020, H2 being the second half of 2020. So they're continuing with their biannually major updates. And I suppose the way Microsoft plan these updates is just one major update every year and then kind of a culmination update, that follows that usually. And the version 2.004, which would have been April 2004, had real big improvements for accessibility features. So I suppose it's like the budget update from the government. There's no goodies being handed out in this release. No changes as such really to anything in the accessibility center. The only thing that might interest some people is the refresh rate can be altered on your graphics card in the control panel. That might be of interest to somebody. Up and that will probably ask your machine to consume a little bit more power, but the trade-off then is getting smoother video and things like that. So that just might be of an interest to a couple of people out there. But as I say, most of the things that are in this update are security updates, little bug fixes. There's no real goodies for the accessibility features this time around. So we'll hold off till 2021.
Well, cheers for keeping us updated with that as well, because it's useful to know if we're kind of expecting new releases from time to time. Even if there's not something of interest there, it's good for us to know what has been included and what hasn't. So appreciate that. So thanks very much to Sean and Daniel and JP for those sections there. And obviously we're going to be hearing more quick tips from the team next week. And if you have any specific platform that you'd like to hear some quick tips for, then please do, again, get in touch. Let us know which platforms you're using, what you'd like to hear a bit more information about, and we'll try and bring you the tips that'll be most useful to you.